Hi guys, my name is Meats. This is going to be a review for the PlayArts Kai General Zod. And this is from the movie Man of Steel that just came out recently. Pretty good movie, if you haven't checked that out. So here we go. I'm just going to go over the box for now. I'm just going to go open it. Right inside you see General Zod. And you actually have the... fix my camera right here. The one with his visor. Or the helmet on, and you have the face there, which is pretty cool. Too much glare on my lamp. And a little bit of bio on this side. Pantheon of superheroes. Superman is the most recognized and revered character of all time. Okay, doesn't really say much about General Zod. Also, I thought that Zod has two Ds. I guess not. Alright. And I think there's some lettering there. It says Neil. Huh. Interesting. On the back, got more of his pose right there. And just a heads up, I didn't get Superman. Again, you know, in terms of my collection, I just really like armored suits. In particular, I really like the design they have for, well, pretty much him and the other Kryptonians. Really cool. And there you go. That's pretty much the box. There's not much underneath or on top. That's pretty much it. Alright, so let's open it up and see what's inside. And as always, you're going to have the PlayArts Kai stand on the back right here. It gives you instructions on how to assemble that. And basically you get something like this, which already assembled one. Really cool. And I think with this one is just make sure that you always loosen it up when you're opening the clamps here. It's not, right now it's loose, and tighten it. But this is a really nice stand and it can support a lot of weight. Really great. And that's it for the stand. Let's go check out the figure. Alright, now General Zod, the PlayArts figure, is actually pretty tall. It's about 10 inches. And it's kind of hard to have everything on the wide screen. But this is amazing, especially the armor. I think it's anti-copper. That's the closest one from my paints that I can think of. But really nice metallic paint app. Really cool. And you have this. Quickly just go over the cape. I'm gonna go remove this, but this is really flexible, and I'm looking forward to the Batman, the DC Universe Batman. And if this is a cape like this, really soft and pliable, although it is a little stiff, but it's pliable, and I'm looking forward to getting it. Alright, so we have General Zod here, and in the process of the previous clip and this part of the segment, I managed to break the shoulder. Great. Managed to fix it. So basically, why don't we just start over there? The shoulder on this guy, the one on his left, is actually still working, but rather stiff. As you can see, I'm trying to move it. And I'm trying not to break it, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's remove the cape. There's a little joint there. So basically it's a circle with a straight peg here. Well, the other way I'm connecting to that. Basically what happened, this part here broke. Right where it connects to the shoulder. Yeah. Unfortunately that broke. It's a really thin peg. So here's what I did on the right side, and basically I stick a metal rod from a hanger, which is thick enough, and I drilled holes on both ends. It's not gonna stay in a position till I hold it, force it in. There we go. But gravity will still prevails, but for the most part, we'll have his hand forward if I wanted to, down, and I still have that circular this piece right here in the middle where I want him to stretch outward like so. So I was still able to retain the articulation, and seems like it's not broken, but it's fixed for the time being. I still need to find a way to make him stay in that pose without. It's gonna be an issue later on, but there we go. Just need to play around with it, but you can hold certain pose. So that's that. Moving on, I think I already covered the shoulder part, and just to continue with that, we have the elbow here. Should just get it's kind of like one of those real joints. It ratchets. You got the swivel there. Then you have the wrist, same thing. Ratchets, and you can swivel. And I already showed the arm. I'm not gonna do that much because you might, again, be careful when you move that shoulder. Now for the head, with this helmet on or the visor, you don't have much articulation, but you can move it side by side a little bit. Then you have the ab articulation, and you can twist it from that, not in the base of the hip or on the upper torso. And on the back here, and I'm gonna put in the cover or the back without the cape. You have this extra piece right here, which has that square peg. Very much you can connect on the back. Alright. And why don't we just quickly do the head swap. Get that really nice sculpt of Michael Shannon's face right here. Pretty cool. And to do so, we're gonna pretty much take this off. Hopefully I don't break any more joints. So this one just pops off, and you're gonna have that little bit of emptiness there because it's already part here. So they give you this extra piece right here, kind of like your neck. I'm not quite sure what to call that, but it goes over to that part right there, and you pop this in like so. I'm not gonna. We'll see if I can. The neck joints are kind of stiff. Alright, let me go fix that. Alright, and this again is really nice. Kind of conforms with his face. Goes under his ear towards the back. Really nice. So that's that part. And continuing on with the articulation on the lower or the upper leg. Really good movement right there. And I think, yep, good old Play Arts guy. Joints ratcheting really nice, very solid, and I think it can go towards the back also a little bit. Then get the knee bend, which is always nice, double jointed, and unfortunately doesn't have this part here as a separate, so it does kind of look a little weird from the side here. Looks fine, but from the front, it's still okay. Kind of wish it's painted a little bit. Or again, the knee is actually a movable armor. But nonetheless, we're gonna be displaying this guy standing up. Alright, moving down. Last part is the ankles right here. Really good. And I think you can have it sideways if you just twist the ball a certain angle. But yeah, I guess that will work. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation. I think the last part will be let's go ahead and replace the hands. There's another pair of hands that comes with this figure. And as always, I forget things. There's another piece right here. It just goes right in front of him. And yep, forgot about it. And there goes the head. Oh great. There we go. Never had. I always had a problem with this neck. I had the same thing with Isaac. They're just really stiff. So I just have the head resting on top. Hopefully that's not an issue for you, but there you go. That's just the front part. I guess you can have it with or without. Not too bad. Alright, the hands. Actually, before we get there, one thing I kind of noticed in this one, the proportion's kind of off. Just stepping back here, as you can see, the legs seem to be a lot longer than the arms, and yeah, for some reason the legs are just long. He's quite a tall person, but it's kind of weird. So anyways, you have this open hand, and I guess these are for choking someone or grabbing something. And swap them out. Just straight peg, which I'm a big fan of. And there we go. It's reaching forward or using the force, or whatever you call it. Maybe do a handshake. Let's do the other one too. Right there. Like commanding multitude of drones, or is ruling the world. Very sinister. And let's see if we can actually. I guess he kind of does. He's trying to hold his arms. Yep, maybe a little. And the shoulder part here does. I think they call it the butterfly. Or that's what Vex said, but yeah, it does give you that a little bit, so you can move the arm a little bit forward, and there we go. Kind of does cross his arms, but I mean, I think that's the closest one as far as we can get. Yep, not too bad. Yep, so there we go. I think that I covered pretty much everything there is about this figure. There is no weapons, since he's kind of like Superman. He just uses melee, or his fist, his brute force. Alright, so there we go. And pretty much conclude this review. And that pretty much wraps up the review. Again, a really great figure. Like in the movie, you know, kneel before Zod. Very commanding, very menacing. And you know, again, really great. Really happy about this figure. All the details and the likeness on the pretty much his face over here, just like the movie. And also, this kind of reminds you of Darth Vader and Cobra Commando. Kind of like a combination, because of that the helmet and the cloak, having like almost black. You know, it's kind of nice. Again, a very great villain looking character. And also, again, very unfortunate on my part that I broke my shoulder joint. Hopefully that does not happen to you. Maybe I'm just being too rough on him. Aside from that, I got this from Tatsu Hobby. I think they still have it in stock along with Superman. And it runs about $60 to $70. Forget the actual price point, but it's around there. Only expensive than your previous Player Sky. I think because they're starting to add they're adding the bases, which are great. Each one should have one at least. You never know when you're gonna post it, or just for stability issues on displaying them. Also, maybe because of licensing, since this is from the Superman franchise, and they're making more, you know, the DC Universe. Yeah, that's probably why there's a increase. I think players' car were before were around 50 to 60. It went up a little bit. But again, great figures. Highly recommend getting this guy here. I'm a big fan of armored characters. Yep, so there you go. Hope to get more of them in the future. I'm looking forward for Batman and Wonder Woman. And also Batgirl. That they have announced that she looks great on those promotional pictures. Alright, so there you go. That is the review. If you have any questions, suggestions, or any comments, leave them down below. So until then, this is Meads. Thank you for watching.